Hello everyone, Vito's842 back again with another review. This is the bicycle Dia de los Muertos, which is Spanish for Day of the Dead, which is a kind of a Mexican holiday tradition. I think it's related to Halloween, I can't recall. Anyway, this came out quite some time ago on Kickstarter. There's another similar one that I'm waiting on that should be printing soon, called the Muertos deck, just an unbranded deck, which is pretty awesome. This one has 3 decks, well 4 if you count this one, which is just the same as this one. It's just unbranded and more limited. The other one has about 5 different decks, and they're all different, so it's getting annoying. But anyways, it just annoys me a little bit when a project on Kickstarter has 4, 5, 6 different decks, and it costs you like $100, and it's like pissing me off because I am up to my roof in debt right now. It's not funny anymore. But anyways, moving along, get on to something better. Dia de los Muertos. It says bicycle on top. We'll focus on these for now. Dia de los Muertos playing cards on the bottom. And you see a very ornate and colorful skull in the center with flowers and different colors. They got flowers in the eyes, they got spade pips on the forehead, there's flowers on the top of their head, on the chin. They got really nice teeth for dead people as well. They're like in perfect shape. Just all sorts of ornate details and flowers all around. On the one side it says Dia de los Muertos playing cards with some more flowers. The other side, the United States Playing Card Company with flowers again. The top it says Poker and Edgy Brothers. That's who put it out. And the bottom just has some USB-C information and a little minor damage. Not a big deal. And the back shows you what the back of the cards will look like. More of the same skulls, because we all love skulls. And some custom seals. This one, which is the main deck, the standard deck, has a flower on the seal. This one has a different flower. This is the black and white deck, or the black deck I guess you should say. And this one is called the painted deck. And it's actually got a red seal with a skull on it, just like you see elsewhere. That's pretty cool. This one is a unbranded version of the painted deck with a limited edition release. I'll probably sell this one, so if anyone's interested, it's available. It says Dia de los Muertos playing cards on the bottom. You got that ornate, colorful, flowery skull, and there's also a bit of an ornate border to it, similar to what you see on the backs of the cards. And it's autographed by Dave Edgerly, one of the brothers who was involved in this project. They do have another one that's coming soon, Kickstarter, by the way. Hopefully they don't have 5 decks again, or 4 decks, or anything like that. It says Dia de los Muertos playing cards on one side with, again, flowers. And it says Edgy Brothers on the other side, and it's also numbered 295 of 564. The top says Poker and Edgy Brothers, just like I believe the other ones did. And the bottom just says it's made by the USB-C. There's a recycling logo. The back, shows you the back design. It's very yellowy and flowery. But this is not what you see inside the deck. It should be this one right here. We're not going to find out. I'm not going to open it because it's supposed to be the same thing. And this one has a custom seal that just says EB in yellow and white. And that's that. So let's start with the standard deck, the main deck. On the flaps, these ones you get bicycle trademark stuff, copyright info. You're not going to find that on the unbranded deck, only on bicycle branded deck, so I'm not sure what they had there, if anything. And here you got flowers. They all have flowers in different colors. And then inside we get the cards. First of all, you get these jokers. I believe that's the Edgerly brothers as babies. You see the skeleton with a Mexican hat, a sombrero I guess, holding a picture. Maybe that was him in his previous life, and this is him right now. I don't know. It says Joker in the two corners. And this one, again, the other brother. Not sure which one's Dave and which one is the other guy, but is what it is. As you can see, the cards do have a dirty, old look to them, which kind of fits the theme. Personally, I think the Jokers could have been better. They just seem like it's weird that they got their portraits on there and Joker's posing with them, but I guess the joke's on them, I guess. I don't know. Then we get to the aces. There's your ace of spades. It's a skull and with ornate details and flowers in purple and a blue pip. All the aces are basically the same, but there is a gaff ace of spades, which looks like this. It's a Grim Reaper standing in front of a pretty ornate spade pip. He's holding a globe of the earth in his hand, which is pretty interesting. I'm not sure how you would use that as a gaff, but it's there. Then we get to our aces. Ace of hearts, ace of clubs, and ace of diamonds, which says a pink diamond. If I was to show you, there's a reason why I'm doing this. You'll see that they all have a different colored pip on their forehead, and the flowers are all a bit different and different colored. So it's pretty interesting. I like it. It's colorful, it's unique. It's, well, kind of celebratory, if that's what they're doing with Day of the Dead. Court cards. And there is one more gaff I'll get to in a bit. They have all sorts of skeleton Mexican figures. It seems that Jacks are all playing musical instruments. The queens seem to have big hats. Kings seem to be some kind of like soldier or leader type characters. Pretty cool, highly detailed. It's a good job. I like that. That one's kind of freaky looking. That one looks like it's some kind of a priest. And then the King of Clubs. It's a matador. And check this out. There is a gaff King of Clubs, which is a skeleton bull. And on one side he's got the matador's cape, part of it. And the other side, on the other antler, or horn I guess, he's got the matador's cap. And he's kind of standing there like, ha, I got him. So that actually could be used with a trick with the matador. It's actually an interesting gaff. Better than the ace of spades, I think. But anyways, that is your court cards. Number cards do have some slight customization with the pips. Nothing over the top. Looks pretty cool. And that's that. Little swirls. The cards have a good stock and finish. I believe it's a bicycle stock and it has an air cushion finish. It could be maybe a little bit better, I'm not sure. But it handles good, it looks good. The back design, I'm not sure if I showed you the back design. I don't think that I did. You got some flowers in the corners, you got those ornate skulls in there, flowers in the center. And just all sorts of flowers all over the place, ornate details. It's just very interesting. And I like them. I like these decks, they're pretty cool. The next one I'll look at is the black one. It's going to be a brief look at it, hopefully. You do get the same King of Clubs gaff and the same Ace of Spades gaff. You get the same jokers, except that since it's all black and white, it's a little bit hard to make out the details and the pictures of who those guys are. And then the aces, the same thing, except they're just black and white. Hearts and diamonds actually have red indexes on the aces, but the rest is just black and white. So for me, it makes it a little bit harder to identify what ace is what, because it's harder to identify the pips within the skulls when everything is just black and white. But it's not, the end of the world. The courts, same thing for the court cards. except they're black and white. Kind of like a ghost deck. And then the hearts, spades and diamonds pips, spades and clubs pips, I should say, are in white. Hearts and diamonds in red. That's a little bit better. Same pips though as the other deck. Same stock and finish and everything. I like it. And your back design, same thing, except it's all black and white. And again, the borders are a little bit on the big side, but it's not that bad, I guess. Thinner would have been better, but it's not bad. There you go. And we'll look at the other one very quickly, the painted deck. Because they all have a little bit of differences. Again, yellow flowers on there. I forgot to show you the black one. You do get the same gaff here. And you can see clubs and spades have purple pips. They also have a purple background within on the court cards and the aces, and a kind of a border to it. But this one here, the ace of spades, is a little bit different. You don't see the spade pip anymore. It's just that Grim Reaper with the globe. It's got kind of spiky thing going around him. Almost looks like he's coming out of this hole or something. I don't know. Don't really understand it, but it is what it is. Jokers, same thing. And you'll see all the cards have a purple color on the faces, which also matches the color on the backs and the borders specifically. The back is very colorful. That's why they call it the painted deck. It's got lots of colors, vibrant colors, I guess. Greens and yellows, reds. And as I mentioned, all the skulls you see on the back design, they actually have hearts on their forehead. Not spades or anything like that. So yeah, greens and purples and reds and yellows. Pretty cool. Vibrant for sure. The aces, again, basically the same thing. You got blue. Hearts and diamonds, as you can see, have a red background in them. So they pop. These ones pop off the cards quite a bit. Pretty colorful, cool. And then court cards, again, same thing. Pretty colorful, interesting. I'll just tell you a few, but it's the same thing as the other decks. And then your pips, same thing as the other ones, except these ones have a bit of a border. And the details, you don't see that white squiggle anymore. It's a darker squiggle. And these pips really look like they got a three-dimensional look to them. They really pop and they look pretty cool compared to the other ones. I mean, the other ones are fine, but a little more standard. These ones, they just pop a lot more. They look pretty cool. These cards, these decks are pretty cool. I like them. Bicycle Dia de los Muertos. I do recommend at least checking them out. I like them, especially if you're into this thing. I'm not 100% sure if they're available at Collectible Playing Cards, or at least yet. But Collectible Playing Cards does generally have a lot of Kickstarter decks, so I would not be surprised if they're not available yet, that they will be available soon. So keep your eyes peeled over there. And worst case scenario, they do have a lot of other cool decks. You can use the code VITOSA32 and get 10% off your order, which does help out. I will see you next time.